Alright, so they claim that they had fixed the game on PC, but they said it's like on non-ray traced rendering. I'm using ray tracing, and I saw like some comments that saying, not on YouTube's video, I mean on the on Steam's game comment, saying that some people have like increased frame rate like with this patch. So I'm trying it with the 4090 today. I'm not gonna try with a lower end GPU than 4090, and see if it's gonna bottleneck, if the CPU is gonna bottleneck my GPU, because this game has a major CPU bottleneck. Because the GPU keeps waiting for sometimes keeps waiting for the CPU to give it instructions, and as you can see, like for now, it's hitching sometimes because it's loading something, but it's not because of CPU bottleneck. My CPU is already like only 20%. It goes to 30%, but it's still not gonna be bottlenecked probably right now because this is just the intro. And even before this, it was not you really used that much in the intro before the patch. So whenever it's like loading something, the GPU usage just drops 50%. It just comes back like in like half a second. Sometimes you can feel it, sometimes you're not gonna feel it, but the frame rate is consistent between like 55 and 65, and now it's higher, it's going higher.
I see it. They already scanned out.
The real problem that I've been seeing in this game is because of if you use lower than 4K with this GPU, and if you use FSR. If you use FSR, it's gonna drop the GPU load. It did not help at all. I mean, it gave like 3 to 4 FPS, 5 FPS here and there, but it did not help that much. Even like if you like do FSR Performance, it's just like gonna drop GPU usage, and it's gonna ease the burden on the GPU, but the CPU usage is gonna go higher.
Not this one. I come along, or we walk.
Only you. The others must wait.
Terrorist.
You gonna let him call you that?
That's enough.
So where'd you find him?
Yeah, and as you can see, only like it only hitches when it's loading something. It's actually doing something
How'd you make
from the
the arrest?
drive.
Jedi have to sleep, same as us.
I really have a fast drive though.
Wish you were dead.
It's like a 7 gigabyte fast. It's a PS5 approved drive, but it's still not enough for this game. The one thing that I have noticed, like, that they hadn't fixed is like the RAM usage too. This game and The Last of Us, the RAM usage is horrendous. It's bad. And it keeps going up. It just keeps going up. It doesn't stop. Like, it keeps eating RAM and not using what's like. It takes more RAM than it's using. It takes like 18. It's using 9.
The district secure?
It's using half of what it's taking.
It better be. Ada's dogs are always sniffing about. Jedi is a rare quarry these days. What else have you brought me? See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
The renegade Jedi Cal Kestis. You have made quite a name for yourself. Sabotaging weapons depots.
The average frame rates and the current frame rates are pretty high.
Flaunting.
This is the cutscene, yeah, but it's like in this scene, I was bottlenecked the last time with a 3090 Ti, not even the 4090.
That was your doing.
But now it's not. There's no bottleneck, but the RAM usage and the VRAM usage are very high.
Confession?
I'm just gonna skip this cutscene because it's gonna take too long.
That's mine.
All right.
The Jedi!
Okay, so it's really running really great. I mean, it's not bottlenecking my GPU. My GPU is just running 100% at all the time. Probably if I enable FSR, it's gonna start bottlenecking the GPU.
Come on out. We'll talk.
So this is with ray tracing and everything. I think everything is ultra. And they still haven't fixed that mouse thing. You cannot change the settings with the mouse. You have to use the keyboard. So this is everything like on maximum except for this. FSR is not enabled and motion blur is not enabled. And I'm gonna disable ray tracing in this video too to see how it runs without ray tracing, if it's really like just the ray tracing that is the problem. Because ray tracing in these games, like the recent games, it really is CPU heavy rather than GPU heavy. Because it needs a lot of instructions. Yeah, it's running a lot of instructions on the CPU, and the CPU cannot. If the CPU cannot handle those instructions, then it's just gonna. It's just not gonna work.
That was a close one, buddy.
Whenever it loads something, as you can see, it drops the GPU usage.
Catch up with the yacht.
Then it picks it up again.
Where's the senator? The yacht's gone. Yes? Negative. Call it in. What about the prisoner? Could be with the senator. Or he fell. I want confirmation before the senator's comms are back online. See anything? Nothing yet. Entire platoon. What's that?
We gotta go, BD.
There he is. Take him out. Fire. Get him.
Just see what's here. I cannot break these, but I can use open this. All right, so I'm gonna use now FSR. Can you scan this?
I can't open it.
You can open it.
Don't have anything for it, do you?
Right.
We gotta find that yacht before the Empire does.
Oh, I have to slide from down here. So I'm getting. I can't talk today. I'm gonna do FSR right now. See how it runs with FSR. I'm gonna do quality first, and then I'm gonna do performance, and then I'm gonna use. So I thought it was gonna stay on 64 GPU, so I was gonna say, yeah, you see, it's like bottlenecking my GPU already. So yeah, it is bottlenecking my GPU, and like in the pause menu, it's not bottlenecking it, but in like this outside here, it's bottlenecking it. It gave me like a FPS boost, like from 70s to 90s, but it's still, you know, bottlenecking the GPU. GPU's like 70%, 80%.
Whatever intel the Senator's got stashed, hope it's worth the risk. You never give up hope.
So the game is not really that. It's fixed just a little bit. It just like reduced CPU usage a little bit. It's not that impressive. I'm not impressed. It is still bottlenecking my GPU. I don't think that it will bottleneck my 3090 Ti though. The 3090 Ti probably is gonna work just fine.
Do we have eyes on the target? Not yet. Let's go. Move, move, move.
We can rest there.
I had to do this. All right, let's do it then. Skills. I have to buy a skill before I move on. Lightsaber. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy whatever and just quit this this menu because I'm not here for the menu. I'm here for the benchmarking. My GPU usage is dropping to the 70s and 60s right now because this is a closed area and it's not really intensive on the GPU to run, and it's dropping GPU usage in response to it's not being intensive. Did I one-shot this guy? Yes.
Don't fall behind, BD1.
just need to see what's in here. I think there's that crystal that I need to pick up. I'm gonna pick this up. I remember this from with the 3090 Ti. If I pick this up, it's gonna like stutter a little bit.
Some kind of rare mineral.
Oh, it did not. Oh, they fixed this.
It's beautiful.
Because whenever I picked that up with the 3090 Ti, it just like dropped GPU usage for some reason, and CPU usage was like went high. I'm gonna do FSR on performance right now. See how it runs with FSR Performance, and then later I'm gonna be disabling ray tracing to see if ray tracing is the culprit. So as you can see, FSR Performance did not give me any frame rates, but what it did was reduce the GPU usage so that I cannot use my GPU fully 100%. The GPU now is like running at like 190 watts, 200 watts. It's not really being utilized that much. All the work now is on the CPU. And this game has a horrible CPU optimization that it does not use the whole CPU and it's still CPU limited. So it's
The Spirit BD.
it does not parallelize that work like over all the CPU scores.
You want to get a bite after a shift? Sure, I could go for a turbo dog. I heard they make those out of Strix. Move ahead.
I can heal. All right. So with their shots, they die like instantly, like a one-shot kill. I cannot jump from here. I had to go through here.
Extra shift. A lot of crime on the streets these days. An intruder. Keep your distance.
Whoa! They ganged up on me there.
Come here, I'll not quit. I'll end this quick. I won't let up.
So I have to use this stance
I need backup to kill
to
you.
fight these guys. Because they are too much. They gang up on me. They don't come one by one. Alright, so let's try not DLSS, but I mean not FSR, but try to reduce the resolution. See if that's gonna be any help. So disabling FSR. Okay, and then going to this, choosing 1440p. It says recommended for my GPU. What the? I have a 4090, sir. It is not recommended. I guarantee you that. I have to keep. Oh, it's not even recording right now. I don't know why. So I had to get it on windowed full screen so it can be recorded, picked up by my capture card. It just messed up the resolution probably when I did 1440p. So 1440p, as you can see, it's like the same as the LSS quality, the same performance as the LSS quality, but looks nowhere near the quality of the LSS quality.
There he is. Shoot to kill.
But still, it's still maxing out my GPU. Oh, I messed up again. I did the same thing with the 3090 Ti. Running the game, so actually running the game like at lower resolutions, max out the graphics, yeah, the GPU, the graphics card, but
Don't look down.
still the same performance as DLSS or FSR performance, quality, not performance. Was that what the hell just happened? I thought I was supposed to go there. Probably I need to climb up. Yep. Yeah, his friend is gonna show.
When I saw the dock collapse, I thought this heist might be over real quick.
Why make it easy for him?
Ah,
Where's the crew?
I don't think that this is 1440p. When I did it is 1440p. What is actually going on here? I have no idea. It's probably on 4K. It's not 14. It says 1440p, but I don't think that it's actually 1440p. All right, so let's move on to without any ray tracing. I'm gonna need to restart the game for it to really apply, because ray tracing is finicky. And I'm gonna come back when I restart the game. Okay, so now ray tracing is disabled. Let me just go to visuals and make sure on 4K ray tracing is disabled and FSR disabled too. And it's giving me a little bit better performance than with ray tracing, because with ray tracing it was like
Suspect's male.
drop it to 70s the GPU usage,
They say he's a Jedi.
but that would the FSR quality, to be honest. I forgot that I had the LSS quality while I was doing ray tracing. I'm gonna be turning on the FSR really soon. I just gotta get a feel of what the game looks like without ray tracing. It actually does not look that different, to be honest. I don't notice any difference. Probably the difference is gonna be on outside, if I get outside of this
Mineral. Yeah,
thing,
it's beautiful.
city or whatever this is, like under the ground probably, or in like box in space. But it's still not bottlenecking my GPU. And I bet that using FSR on quality is gonna start bottlenecking my GPU. It's gonna give me a head, like really good like uplift, but it's not gonna. But it's gonna be like 80% of GPU usage. And let's again with the
There's the yacht.
they made me go all the way back here just because I did not finish that chapter or whatever that they had me in. This game has horrible auto-saving mode.
That's the spirit, BD.
As I said, it's gonna give me an uplift, but it's the GPU like utilization is in the 80s now. It's not really being utilized that much, but it's still better than with ray tracing. So the problem here is like in ray tracing and
Turbo dog. I heard they make those.
how the CPU handles ray tracing in this game. They have a pretty poor CPU optimization with ray tracing, and that's what's affecting the
Someone else get in here.
yeah, that's what's affecting the FPS in this game. The frame rates are affected by the CPU because the game has a poor code or something like that that's running on the CPU and not utilizing all the cores, not parallelizing all the work on all the cores. Because my CPU is was still like in 30s. It was not even maxed out. The CPU was like 30s, but it was the bottleneck because the game does not use a lot of does not use all cores efficiently. But to be honest with you, this is like a better experience than with ray tracing. Oh, I dismantled that guy with his own bullets. So FSR really works
Hanging in there.
if you disable the LSS. Ray tracing. FSR is really great. It does a little bit reduce GPU load, but it's not that bad.
When I saw the dock,
So now I'm gonna do FSR on performance to see how it runs. I think it's gonna drop my GPU to like 60s,
I thought this heist might be over real quick.
70s. Well, I was close.
Easy for him.
Ah,
And as you can see, the FPS did not improve. It's just like dropped
and Bravo said no comms.
GPU usage and that's it.
Bravo knows best. Poob and Liz are probably starving by now.
Hungry Klaterinians. Ooh, we don't want that.
Remind me to tell you about the Karita job sometime.
Looks like that fat.
Yeah, this game is still a little bit broken too, so
No gunship.
it's a good game, but
You must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting.
it's not well optimized.
How are we gonna get you across?
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, I unbound the I accidentally unbound the command for this guy. Alright, as you can see, the game is not really that fixed. They said that they fixed it with a 3 GB patch, but it's not really fixed. I'm gonna be trying it on the 3090 Ti and 3070 and the 3060 Ti to see how it runs and how it scales down. I'm not gonna be doing the same CPU. I'm gonna be doing I have this game on 2 different accounts, so I'm gonna be 2 different CPUs, and I hope it works better with lower end hardware, because that's what most people use, like 3060 Ti, 3070 these days. And yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna upload the videos and see how it works. All right, so have a good day and take care.